Notice that I told you that the data validation is gone. So when you go to the discount percentage, I have to manually put in the percentage, and I can put in 25%, and I don't need to actually put the percent mark. It does it for me, so I just need to put 25. And you'll notice that the amount is decreased 25%. Okay, so that still works. The calculation is still correct. It's just you have to enter in the percentage yourself. For sell, remember, in master cells, we're looking for information that is by a yes and also a cell type. And the cell type needs to be eBay, online, or the Midtown store. Okay, so all you have to do is type in, yes, we had a cell, and that cell was online, and that's already typed in for us. So when we see an online store that had a cell, and the cell came through, and there's one subtracted from the inventory. All right, that's very, very important to what we're doing, such that we can have information properly populate the cells and information here that we're looking for. For example, the cell type, the overall monthly sales numbers, the overall monthly sales revenue. All that information still needs to persist through. When we go, another huge aspect to the worksheet to give the explanation is that when we have the master cells information here, this is a lot of information to put in, okay? And especially for each item. Now, of course, once you're chugging along, this can go a lot faster. But the important part is that, for example, if it's in stock, you can just copy one cell and just go down in stock. It works that simple. If you know that whatever information the product type is, you can go ahead and just copy that down. It's going to copy down for every particular item. So it doesn't have to be so monotonous. But what you'll notice is that because there's other aspects on this inventory sheet here, this isn't the way Google wants to see it. Google is very particular in how they want to see their information, or you're going to get all types of warnings. You're going to get all types of errors, and you don't want to see that. So we need to exclude the green highlighted data from the other data that is necessary in this inventory sheet. All right. Now, the way that we accomplished that is that we created a Google Master, or not Google Master, Google Merchant Center cell sheet. And what this has is all of the pertinent information gets pulled over from the inventory worksheet. Okay? As soon as we populate anything, as soon as we add a product here, it automatically goes over here. So we don't even have to worry about doing that. And what you'll see is that all the information is super neat, super clean, and it's exactly what Google wants. I don't use NPM, manufacturer part number. You're going to see a warning for it, but it's a warning that's a recommendation. It's not an error or warning other than that. So you can ignore it. It's okay to ignore it, even though it's a warning. It's the one warning that comes up. No other warnings come up. What you can do very simply is you can just take this worksheet and you can save it as a CSV, which is a comma delimited file, or a tab delimited file, and that's a text file. So when you go ahead and save it as this type of text file and you hit save, what happens is that you get a very clean, very accurate text file that is ready for Google submission. Okay? Now, let's go to Google and see why they're being so particular. All right? And we'll go to the Merchant Center so you can see exactly how that works, what we're doing, and even see an example of it. Okay? The product speed, this is the Google Merchant Center help. Product feed specification. This is when you have a merchant account and you have your product feed and your data feed, what the specifications are. And notice here, I'll read it right to you. It says the product feed specification and program policies have changed. Right there. To help you understand and implement some of these changes, we've prepared a summary of the changes and how they may affect you in this article. So basically, you have, in short, until September 21st to get your data as clean as it possibly can be. Okay? Again, you have until September 21st before all those warnings and errors that you see actually become a problem and you won't get your product listed on Google. Okay? The reason why they're doing it is so that you can search better, so that the searches are more accurate, and that people can go over to the left side and cut some things down. What color? What is it? Is it a dress? You know, and they can better find things, and that's the reason why Google wants the information to be that way. So you see here that there is a lot of fields that need to be abided by. Okay. We don't live in Japan and we don't live in Brazil, and there's a couple other things here that you can look at and that you can adjust to yourself. One very important thing that's actually on this page is Google's product taxonomy. And what that basically means is that you're going to be able to find your product for the text format or XML format that you use, and you're going to be able to get exactly what you need and put it in there. So you just take this portion right there, you copy that, and you put that into your Excel file, and that's what would be the Google product category. And you just put that right there. You don't put it in this part of the worksheet, but that's where that information is coming from. So that's very important, and it's something that you have to do per Google's request. So again, what's really nice about what the Excel workbook that I've created does is that this is that. This is all that information that you need. It's all right here, free and ready to go and ready to use, and very simple. And it's all, and pretty much I've explained it all to you. I could go through each one of these, but you get the gist. So all you have to do is read this sheet, understand what they're talking about, and you know, and again, in order to prevent suspension of your feed, please read you know, the product searches and policies that Google has put forth. And so it's very, very important that you abide by this. And like I said, as of the 21st of September, this is going to be mandatory. And you've already got the jump on it. So what happens as we're moving along? How do we take this that we've created into a text file? How do we get it to Google Merchant Center? What does it look like? And what is, I guess, what would be the proof that there's no errors, like I told you? Which is a great question, and I'm going to answer it. All right, so this is my Google Merchant Center login and information, and I guess I should hide some of this, but whatever. Right here, it said we've made changes to the Google product search feed specification and policies. These changes will be enforced stringently beginning September 22nd, 2011. And it says here, click here to learn more. So I'm not lying to you guys. This is very important. You really need to pay attention to it and get it straight. The data feeds is what we use to upload our data feed that we created from this into here. All right.